Okay, it is 11 minutes after 10, and this Walmart is popping up to the 75. We're in the 90s. We're very, very close up here. I'm just over the hole at 13 cents. Here's the hole. Can we get up to 13 cents? I'm actually going to bring this in, and if I need to modify it down, I will. We got up to the hole, and we backed off of there very quickly. And how high did we get up? We got up to 96 cents. And we backed off there real quick. 40 cents immediately, boom, dropped out. That was the spot I was looking for. I'm gonna, 50 cents immediate dropout. I hope I didn't miss that. 60 cents, I may have missed it. That may have been it right there. Although I don't know if I would have, yeah, it didn't really, it got up to 96 cents. I don't know if I would have gotten that. Well, another thought is to go down to 87 against like 7. So let's try that. Let's see if we can get that. Actually, I'm going to make that against 12 or 13. What was I at? Let's see if we can get that up in the 80s. Google came in. Tesla still at highs. AMD thrashing around, trying to establish whether or not it's going to respect that. And this thing is just all over the place. Look at it coming down in now. Amazon caving in. This thing is not doing anything. Apple continuing to highs. Baba, nothing. And then Walmart. Would really like to find a way to get short this Walmart. This is not a scalp. This is a move to move type of play. It's a day 2 earnings play. Can we get up to these 80s? Well, I'll go back on pause, and if we do get filled, I'll come back. And we'll take it from there. So, back to pause. Check, check. Okay, it is 10:17. I just got filled on the Walmart short at 83 cents. Immediately pops up to the 90s, which is not what I wanted to see. But there's nothing for me to do here right now. I am in a move to move type of trade. This is not a scalp. And we are looking for lows. We are looking for this to go crack down through 73. So just need to sit tight. I'm not going to sit and monitor this. My stop's up above 75, and we're looking for this to come in. So if we get down below 74.40s, I'll say this is starting to work. Starting to work, and look at that come in. What the heck just happened? Look at that rejection that just happened there. That was something. I set a marker there. Some just really weird price action algos here in this Walmart. Anyways, once it gets down here, I'll start considering it working and then we'll see what happens at 74. But what I do want to add is an alert for 13 cents to know I got stopped out. And then I'm going to go on pause and just let this thing go. There's nothing else to do. So that's it. Either I'll be stopped out or in the money. Next unpause. Okay, it's 10:25. This Walmart is starting to drop out, starting to work down to the 20s here. So looking pretty good. Let's see what happens if we can go and crack this 74 and start heading lower. Again, this is not a scalp, so I really gotta stretch this out and let this thing work. Um, I'd like to see what happens in between this area here. So let me just mark that. Oops. This area here, what's going to happen at 74? Are we going to stall out here and revert back up? Are we going to crack through and head straight down? I'd really like to get down to here. But also in the back of my head is yesterday's trades too. I gave back just hundreds in open P&L yesterday, just hundreds, trying to wait for the bigger move. So that's still sitting in the back of my head, but I'm well positioned. This is a fresh news day two catalyst. This thing is selling off. It's not getting up. It is coming down. So down to the teens. Let's see what happens. Can we get a nice move down below? Can we get a nice move down below 74? ES starting to crack back down into its pre-market range. Really curious to see what this does at 74. Can't quite get down there right now. Big bid flash, they hit them. Amazon selling off too. If this Walmart can't test 74, that's kind of a red flag too. Well, nothing to do here right now. I really want to see what 74 looks like. Can we get down there and test that? Right now we can't. Look at the ES. Just put that huge wick in and then popping back up. Interesting. I'd like to see it crack the teens here and see the seller step in and start pushing. Not seeing it. They're holding up here down in the 20s. Now going back to the 30s. I don't like that. Yeah. I might have to take some off here. Let's see what this looks like right here. Can we go crack? Here we go. Bids hit, 17's getting hit. 17 falls. 16's, 15's getting hit. 14 doesn't fall. Can 14 drop out? 17 steps down. 14 got hit a little bit. Stalled out. I'm taking 3/4 of the trade off right here. I'm locking that in. So I locked, I mean, that's still like 3 to 1. So I locked 3/4 of the trade in here, and then she starts falling. So let's cancel that. Let's cancel that. I'm going to set my trailer back up at break even to stop out on that. Here is Walmart coming back in immediately. I mean, just 20 cents in the seconds that I have covered this 3/4. So I'll have to go back and examine that. But maybe I got too zoned in on the tape because this thing's still working. So I have 1/4 of my position left, and I'm looking for a move lower. Still wish I had those others because this thing's starting to crack now. Um, so let's see, can we get down to the 60s? I'll try to cover a piece down there, and then down at my final target down at 73, 20s, 30s. I'll try to cover the next piece down there. Really wish I had those that extra size back right now. ES making its way lower. Let's look at everything else. Amazon's basing underneath its pre-market low. Tesla is pulled back and basing out here. AMD just thrashing. Apple, NW, BABA. What did BABA do? Yeah, I had that long attempt there, but it didn't really materialize, and I scratched it. Hasn't really done anything since. Just kind of fading. Gosh, that got close. That got down to 80 cents. I am not going to suffer this going all the way back on me. I'm going to put a stop at 30 and see if I can catch the remaining drive down to lows should we go down there. If not, then I'll get out at 30. Either way, caught a nice chunk, but it could have been, execution could have been better. Trade management could have been better, but see what this runner can do. Gonna go back to pause. Okay, it's just about 10:45 here, and this Walmart is making its way down. I just got another partial off right there, and so all I have left is what, an eighth of my position, which I'm running down to lows. So um, at this point, what do we have? 60 cents to go to lows. I'm not willing to give all the way back. So is there a moving average on this thing? Yeah, here, 20, so like above 20 cents, above 5, 10 cents is where I'll stop it out. So hopefully it can run down there, but if not, I will just stop out of this above the hole. Let me take that off, and we'll see if this thing can make its way down. Let's draw a little trend line here to see what we get. So we kind of look like that. Um, so not a ton left here. Most of the trade is done. Wish I had held on to that size for a further move down. I could have gotten a lot more out of this trade. But yeah, this thing's looking pretty good. Let's see how far lower it goes. Can we go run at those lows? And I have a cover down there at 11 cents, just right above the low of the day. So we'll see what happens. And it is just after 11, and I just got stopped out on the Walmart short there. So clearly breaking that downtrend, never got down to there. Thought I managed that better. Overall, could have carried that weight, the majority of the position, to a better, more profitable spot, but handled the trailer pretty well. Overall, happy with the trade. Gonna head off to work and probably call it a day unless something else happens because the US is just trapped here. So, um, overall, good stuff. Good stuff. Good trade.